welcome to our easy cartoon drawing lesson. Today we're going to have a go at doing a character using a semicircle shape, and the character we're going to have a go at is a lazy tortoise. So the first thing we're going to draw is a nice half circle shape like this. So drawing with me nice and lightly with your pencil. So if you want to rub things out, you can change things if you want to. So I'll draw that again. It's like a half circle. And then of course it's empty at the bottom, sort of open, so we need to draw a line across for the bottom of the shell, which is just going to be. So you could do a straight line across like that if you wanted to, or I'm going to do a curved line like that because it makes it look a little bit more 3D. Now to do the neck and the head, we're going to do this, and I want you just to watch first. I'm going to do curved line up, curved line for the head. Look at how big I want the mouth to be, and we're going to do it like that. So I'll draw it again for you. Curve line up, curve line around. And we can do a smile. So do it with me now. We're going to do a curve line up, curve line for the top of the head, curve line up for the smile, and then we add another little curve line for the cheek. Now the bottom of that neck, we're going to do another line. So you could do a line across like this. If you want to make it look a bit more cartoony, you can make it look a little bit thinner, closer towards the shell, and that will make it look a little bit more cartoony. Now to add the eyes in, I'm just going to do some oval shapes. So just watch what I do first. You can do it that way where they're sitting next to one another, or I'm going to make these ones sort of overlapping. So that first one's overlapping the second one. So do that again for you. And then we do the second one as if it's coming from behind. Now I want to make him look like he's got two droopy eyelids. So I'm going to do the eyes. And you could do a line across for the eyelids if you wanted to. Otherwise we can do one line and then another line for the eyelids, and I'll add in some circle shapes for his pupils, and we'll add little circles inside. If you make it black, then he looks like he's got some little shiny bits there. If you don't want to add in black, you can leave it open and add colour in once you've finished. Now we're going to add in some eyebrows. So just to make him look a bit quizzical, he looks a bit slow, I could do his eyebrows like that. If you want to make him look angry, you could do some lines down like that, where he looks a bit evil. But I want my tortoise to look friendly, so I'm going to give him some eyebrows like that. And the last thing we can add onto the face is some nostrils. So we can do just some teardrop shapes for that if you want to. Like that. Make them close to the mouth, and it'll look a bit more like a proper tortoise. Okay, so let's add in our rest of our details to the body now we've done the neck, head and face. We're going to add line up and a point for the tail, so it's nice and quick and easy. And then for the legs, I'm going to use rectangle shapes, and these legs could be used for elephants, hippos or rhinos, any character that has like big fat legs. So I'm going to do one line like that and one line like this, just watching what I do first. Once we've done those lines and worked out how big we want the legs to be, I can do a straight line across, or I can do a curved line. So I'll leave it up to you to decide what you'd like to do. And then we add in the rest of our lines where we want the legs to go. So I'm just working out where I want these legs to go. And you'll notice I'm making those ones a little bit further behind, which makes them look like they're a little bit behind the other ones. And then the last thing we can add into these legs is some toenails like this. And there's our legs. Okay, so we've got our shell, our neck and our head, our tail, our legs, and we're ready to add some detail in. So the first thing we could do is add a pattern to the shell, which could be a bit like this sort of shape if you wanted to, which we often see on shells. Or in this case, because he's cartoony, I'm going to add some circle shapes. So I'm going to add big and small, just to mix it up a bit. And it will give a bit more life to your character. Now you will notice that I'm doing some to the edge, which makes it look like it's going around the shell. So that's a really good thing to do with your patterns, just to give it a little bit more 3D. The next thing we can do is add a little bit of shadow in. So you could do like a line like that and just colour it in for the legs. But I'll show you something a little bit lighter. That's a little bit heavy to me. So I just do a couple of lines. Now you don't have to add these in if you don't want to. But to me they add a little bit of detail to the character like that. You can add a few texture lines if you wanted to. And there's his body, his shell, legs, tail, and pattern. Now the last thing we can add to the head, if we want to make him look even more goofy, is you could add a few teeth in if you wanted to. That's going to make him look very goofy. Or you could add some buck teeth if you want to. And I'll show you quickly how to do some buck teeth that look a bit more 3D. You could draw the line like that, or draw the line where you want it to go, and then rub out inside. He's got some teeth that make him look even more goofy. Okay, so to finish our character off, if you want to add in a background, you'll normally need a line for what we call a horizon line. So that'll be the ground, and then above will be the sky. And you can come along and add in the background other characters in more detail. So I hope you enjoyed doing this semicircle shaped character, our Lazy Tortoise. And feel free to leave a comment below if you've enjoyed this, what you liked about it, or even suggest other characters that we could have a go at doing. Make sure and share your cartoons with those around you. Give them a smile or a laugh. And please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Easy Cartoon Drawing School, for more free lessons, to be notified when they're up. And there's one-on-one lessons online available. And also we have a Facebook group where you can come and post your pictures and get feedback and do all other sorts of fun things in that group, learning about cartooning. And please come back for more lessons. We'll be adding more regularly. Happy cartooning!